Hello and welcome to our campaign for Data Hacker Corruption. By the way, backers of this campaign will get an exclusive Hackers Paradise edition, complete with additional content, just for getting involved with the Kickstarter. So, what is Data Hacker? The series began with Initiation, also a Kickstarter funded title, with an average rating on Desora of 8.6 and a slew of positive comments. I'd like to announce that we didn't disappoint. Initiation, the first title in the Data Hacker series, was set primarily within the confines of a multiplayer video game, somewhat similar to today's MMOs. The only difference being, we play games because we enjoy them, but in this universe, people play games because their society is shattered, and people look for an escape, which they find in online world. Our story begins with Jay, a hacker of some talent, as he plays within the confines of the game's systems. But after an ironic case of mistaken identity, Jay is banished from online world. Enraged, he seeks to re-enter the game with a new agenda, to wreak havoc on online world and the administrators that maintain it. As you progressed in the story, you met a wide variety of characters that influence your decisions, and make you question your own motives. You realise that some of the urban legends surrounding the game are in fact true, and as you continue your path, the game takes on one of two main routes. Essentially, you could pick whether you were good or evil, though it actually turns out it's a lot more complex than that. And now, in Corruption, you must continue your chosen path. You must live out the consequences of your choices, and how those choices have affected the world around you. You can do this by importing your save file from Initiation, which brings over all of your recruits, inventory and decision data. Now, for those of you who haven't played through Initiation, you'll have plenty of time to do so whilst we're working on Corruption, but you don't have to. Corruption will have plenty of tutorials and references to past events to ensure that Corruption stands on its own as a great game. Without further ado, let's move on to some of the features of the game. As you can see from the footage, the game is a classically inspired 2D RPG. There are tons of painstakingly crafted, varying locales to explore and complete. Every single dungeon has a unique feel to it and comes complete with a variety of challenging foes and puzzles. The battle system we use is a time-tested, classic turn-based mechanic. Every battle can turn at a moment's notice. You have to keep your wits about you. We strive to make sure battles do not become repetitive or monotonous. Being a hacker, Jay can use his skills in battle. The Data Hack skill has more of a chance of success on an enemy with low HP, and when successful, results in unique loot and sometimes even a new recruit for your team. This skill should be used with caution, as an unsuccessful data hack can have random, detrimental effects on the course of battle. The game is set primarily within two opposing worlds, the game called Online World and the Digiplane, which is also known as Online Realm. While the Digiplane is inhabited by Silic AI, that is, digital people, the game known as Online World is inhabited by scores of players from our physical world. You can interact with any one of these players dynamically, chatting, trading, challenging, taking on quests, recruiting and even hacking them to steal their data. While there are plenty of official online world quests, general gather and kill quests, there are also plenty of optional quests that are player initiated. Player killers are a widely known problem, but there are also a wide variety of other quests that will help others out and reward you in return. For example, we might come across a couple who are married in-game and wish to raise a digital child. Since there's no system in place for this, as a hacker you have to create this child from scratch. One of the core features of Corruption is the crafting system. When you have sourced the correct items, the game allows you to craft any of the hundreds of unique items, equipment, evolution items and new recruits that can be built. Recipes can be purchased and found, but are not necessary, and sometimes unique items can be crafted by mixing random parts. With over 60 class archetypes to collect and build your desired team, from the Charlatan to the Soothsayer, the Knight to the Dracokin, there's no shortage of choice. Base classes can be matured or evolved into even more powerful allies, and as you progress, you'll be able to unlock even more specialised recruits. You can also send your spare recruits out on missions, giving you the ability to pick the right class for the job and earn bonuses for a job well done. Also, within Corruption, there are planned over 100 in-game achievements that can be unlocked. And what self-respecting RPG would be complete without minigames? In Initiation, players could race dodo birds in a small yet fun game. Then there's Triarch, an addictive strategic trading card game. Both dodo bird racing and Triarch are back and better than ever. And for those of you on the virtual quest line, there is a racing game partially inspired by Tron's Light Cycles. So there's just a taste of what you can expect from us at Studio 69, and hopefully you like this game as much as we do. I'm personally very excited to be working on the Data Hacker games again. Do keep in mind that what you see here is pre-alpha footage and is all subject to change. For example, the towns will be a lot more abuzz with life. With the right level of support and resources, we'll be able to make Corruption something really, really special. Thank you for watching. There's tons more information on the campaign page. If you do have any questions, do feel free to get in touch. I'm a friendly guy and I never ignore a message. And don't forget,
all things serve the data stream.